Hey, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome in to the Rockstar Flipper YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate everyone being here. Hopefully everything is working the way it should be working. If you guys can hear me and see me okay, give me the thumbs up. Everything looks like it's good on this side of the video feed. So welcome into the Thursday Night Rockstar Flipper channel. And thank you guys so much for being here. We have a couple of important topics to cover. Those of you that are on Poshmark, you know the big news of the day. And those of you that are not on Poshmark, we will cover the big news of the day. And hopefully that you guys... Oh, sorry, I was just checking something. Hopefully you guys that are not on Poshmark will jump on Poshmark, especially after the big change. So, yeah, the wrecking crew is in the back. They get super excited whenever they hear me. People always ask the dogs, whenever they hear me get online, they think I'm like doing something exciting and they get all worked up. Okay, so the change in Poshmark is they're auto-collecting sales tax for you guys, which I'll explain in a minute. The update from eBay today, the video which I just posted if you didn't see, is about artificial intelligence, AI, which is a funny, memeable update. But how's everybody doing? How is everybody in the chat doing? How was sales this week? How was your eBay, your Amazon, your Posh? How did everything go? Always ask that. Make sure everyone is okay and doesn't need any assistance from me. Oh, of course I just unplugged the camera. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I just unplugged the camera. Unplugged the camera. Sorry. It'll pop back up. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the sales tax. Does everybody know? Most of you know about sales tax. The change from this year, 2019, is that platforms are now being required to automatically collect the sales tax for you. In other words, you do not have to collect it from your customers or remit it, which means pay it to the state. You are responsible for sales tax in every single state. Every customer and every transaction will be paying it, but we don't have to do anything as sellers. So eBay has already started doing it. The problem with eBay, the thing that is crazy, is that eBay's only doing it for certain states, like Washington, I think Iowa maybe. There's a few states. You guys can probably rattle them off. If the picture is grainy after it pops back up, refresh it. It should be okay. Everything looks good on my end. I'm using a 1080p, so it should be okay. eBay is only remitting sales tax for some states. They have not started collecting for every state. So if you're in one of the states that they're not collecting for, I've been recommending everybody, especially for first quarter, January, February, March, to still collect your sales tax as normal and pay the state the sales tax. Everything looks clear on my my picture. I think you should try refreshing it. So Poshmark is saying as of April 1st that they're going to automatically pay tax for everybody, so every state, which would be awesome because nobody's going to have to worry about it for Poshmark at all. You don't have to do anything. Just continue business as usual. You don't have to report it. You don't have to pay it. You don't have to collect it. You don't have to do nothing. eBay is not doing that, and I don't feel like there's any rush on eBay's part to collect sales tax in every single state, only the ones they've already transferred over to. So I'm wondering about that. I think everyone's in agreement. If your state is not showing up on eBay as a collectible state already, that you should still be collecting it and paying it as you normally would prior to this announcement. Don't worry about any other states because honestly, by the time you registered and started filing other states, eBay may already start collecting it. So, yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, everyone says the picture's clear, so just refresh. So I don't know what eBay's hang-up is, why they're waiting to do this, but good on Poshmark. If you missed, Sid put up a video earlier today. It got a lot of views, so check her out, youtube.com/SydneyLELLE. And her latest video is about Poshmark, so you guys can check that out. I didn't do one on it because that's more of her kind of area. I can do a little something about it, maybe Instagram or something, but anyway, so that's the update for Posh. The update for eBay, they put out this, and I just put out a video, but people corrected me, eBay using artificial intelligence for shopping. So I couldn't figure this out before, but crap, my phone's low too. If you are on something like the eBay app, obviously on the app, mobile app only, and you look up something like green Nike shoes, like I've done here, you see the little dots over to the right-hand side? If you click those three dots, Look what it pops up with. You can look up stuff that look like those shoes. So similar looking shoes. Also, if you take a photo of something that you see somebody else wearing, you could do this as well. And when you click that button, look what comes up. Look what pops up. So all kinds of shoes. Let me zoom it in a little bit and zoom out. All kinds of shoes that look just like that pair that you took the photo of or that you searched for on eBay. So that's pretty cool. eBay has done the artificial intelligence recognizing what you're searching for. And so that's what I just did a video on. I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, there's Sid's YouTube channel. Thank you, Adam, for pulling that up. Adam in the house, always great admin. Thank the admins, especially Adam, for his hard work here on the channel. Thank you, Adam. So those are the two little updates. Again, check out Sid's and check out my video on both of those. If there's any other questions about sales tax after this, watch my other videos or email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Please do that. So I want to open up. It's Q&A. It's Thursday. If you guys have questions, if we've seen anything in the Facebook group this week, or we've seen anything online that you guys wanted to ask questions about, or things that are going on, specifically, please ask them in the chat, and I will start answering them right now, because this is your chance to ask me directly. Outside of Thursday nights, you need to be a part of the private Facebook group. It's linked below. If you haven't already joined, please do. And also, you can get a year in that group by signing up for one of the training programs. I'm going to put them back to regular prices. I'm going to increase those prices. I have to, you guys. We're spending a ton of time, and we got to make it worth it for us to be able to help as many people as possible. So if you don't already have one of the trainings or are a part of the group, use the links below before the end of the show and before the end of the night, so you get the best deal on them. All right, let's open up questions. Yeah, last eBay Open is when they updated the artificial intelligence. It's taken up until now to get it really rolling, so good question. What's the best next move for me as far as having backup inventory? I'm not sure I have understood that question completely. I have not tried the Sellhound app listing feature yet. I've got to get working on that. I've been slacking, and I apologize, and I will do that. Is there any truth to fulfilled by eBay? Yes. Fulfilled by eBay is something that has been in the works for a while. I did a video about it months and months and months ago. I don't recall when. Don't know all the details yet, but I've been hearing about opportunities for sellers. So far, they already do it for overseas sellers. Don't get it twisted. eBay offers a fulfilled by eBay option for sellers out of this country. They've already openly, Devin Wenig in a earnings call admitted that Chinese sellers have merchandise stored at eBay's warehouses. So that's 100% fact. He put that out there in public. As far as offering that option to us like Amazon does, I don't know the full business plan or rollout for that. So that's something that we'll have to keep an eye out for, and it's something that we will have to hope for. Keep our eyes out for in order for us to be able to do. Somebody's asking if they're watching me on a Fire Stick, can they be a part of the chat? I'm not sure. Yeah, thanks for the like button. Let's see what else. What does an admin do, and what's the pay? There's no pay. He just helps out, gets rid of trolls, answers questions, etc. You can scan barcodes onto eBay, correct? Yes. Do you use special templates for your store like Crazy Lister? Wayne Thompson, I use templates like in the normal eBay template. I used to use InkFrog, and I'm considering going back to InkFrog. I do like InkFrog. Crazy Lister is another option. It's similar to InkFrog. Also, there's one called Auctiva, A-U-C-T-I-V-A, and one called Fruition, F-R-O-O-T-I-O-N, I think it is. Yeah. Haven't used Fruition or Auctiva. Stephanie had someone found their item on both eBay and Posh and ended up purchasing it on eBay. That's pretty cool. Postcard guy had one question. Oh, that was the FBA one. Sorry, covered that one. Air Jordans, the prices seem to vary wildly. I don't sell Air Jordans, but shoes and sneakerheads are all about the year, the condition, basically the model, like the number, the style number. I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't know all that stuff, you know, every model of every Jordan and Air thing, but every little thing in detail and year can change the price on a pair of Air Jordans. So you have to look them up specifically. A lot of customers not leave me feedback. Yes, probably get about 25% feedback. 25% is probably fair. So if I sell 100 items, I'll probably only get about 25 feedback out of that. So putting in thank you cards and handwritten notes can help, but be cautious how you do that so somebody doesn't report you to eBay and say you're trying to do business outside of eBay. Just be careful. Does the tax Poshmark collects come out of the money, or are they charging our customers? No. If you charge, that's a great question, by the way. If you charge $20 on a Poshmark item plus the shipping, the 26 whatever, 26 was it 79 now? 26.95, 26.79, 26.79. It went up 30 cents. That will still be your $20, and then you'll lose your 4 for fees. You'll still get 16. Posh is going to charge the customer the extra, dollar in sales tax. So no, that does not come out of yours. Does Wade pay Justin? I don't know. I doubt it. What if you sell something and you misplace the item? How do you handle it? Callie Flippin. Great question. So if you misplace an item, or you overlist something or oversell an item, the best ways to handle it, now with the change in drop shipping, my old answer used to be try to drop ship it, which means find it, an exact one somewhere else on eBay or Amazon, and buy it and ship it to the customer. I'm not saying that that's a bad option. eBay is stopping people from drop shipping now from platform to platform. However, for a one-time thing to replace an item and provide it to a customer, I don't believe that eBay would have a problem with that. They have a problem with drop shipping businesses. Like you're doing it every day, and that's an issue. To fulfill an order, I think that they would be okay with it. I think if you called, I don't think they would have an issue with that. However, if that's not an option, if you can't find a drop shippable one, or you don't believe in that, your best option then, of course, would be to cancel the order and refund the buyer. So first, you're going to message the buyer and you're going to let them know what's happened. I don't condone straight lying to them. Some people like to say, oh, it was damaged, or oh, I found a stain, or whatever. They don't like to admit, like, hey, I don't have it, or hey, if it got overlisted by an eBay glitch, by all means tell them, like, hey, this already sold. I didn't relist it. eBay listed it somehow, and I don't have any more, and so I have to cancel this order. I'm sorry, and cancel the order. The other option some people do, like I said, they say, oh, it got damaged, or, some people just say, hey, I can't find it, I lost it, I apologize, and I'm canceling the order. Now, when you cancel an order, of course, you're going to get a transaction defect unless you choose buyer asked, but you do not want to choose that unless you go to the buyer and tell them, hey, I have to cancel this order. Are you okay with me canceling this order? I'd like to cancel this order because the buyer approved me canceling this order. And they'll say, okay, whatever. And then you cancel the order and you don't get a defect because you choose buyer asked, and everything's good. It issues a refund. You're all done. And so that's how I would recommend handling that. Terry, thank you for the $2 super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Father and Sons Treasures up in the north. Thank you guys so much. $20 super chat. They've done $600 a month in selling video games, so much better than other mentoring groups. You're the man. Thank you a million times over from those guys. They're two of my faves. They're up north, possibly going to live in Florida one day. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you both. And thanks to Terry for his $2 super chat as well. Sourcing inventory to list on Posh before I list my first item on the new platform. Anything you can suggest? Linen, Jacob Linen. Yeah, Poshmark. Oh, Poshmark is a different beast and a different animal. That's my alarm. I'm not sure why I have an alarm going off. Than eBay altogether. Make sure you read through some of Poshmark's rules, what you can and can't list. Watch, Sydney's YouTube channel. Watch some of my Posh videos. A lot of things you should learn, but it's not too complicated. Posh is pretty easy. Yeah, you can't hold a buyer-seller hostage for feedback. That's correct. Is Terapeak free on a basic store on eBay? Terapeak is free for, I think, basic and up. I don't think it's premium and up. I think it's basic and up. Somebody might correct me on that. I know Starter Store doesn't get it. On final value fees on eBay, do they include the extra 30 cents per shipping, or they charge 10% plus the additional 30 cents for the shipping? PayPal charges the 30-cent fee, not eBay. I think you've got that confused, John. PayPal is 2.9% plus 30. eBay is just 10% straight. A buyer left a negative on an order that was canceled simply because it wasn't available. Yeah, they certainly can. If you cancel an order, they can leave you negative feedback. That is true. If you do dropship, how do you handle tracking? If you buy off eBay, the tracking number has already been used. If you buy an item to dropship to a customer to fulfill an order that you lost or overlisted, when you receive the tracking number from the person you buy it from, you'll then copy and paste that tracking number into your order, and that's what you'll have to do. You can input, you don't buy a label, you just input tracking. Shavonda had a buyer ask to return an item. They failed to return in time the first go around. What would you suggest? If a buyer opens a return request and fails to return the item within a, I believe it's 5 days. It's 5 days to get it back to you. They have to, once you get the label and then they ship it, they have 5 days to ship it back. And then you can call eBay and they'll close the return and then they won't be able to open another one. Items I've sold are still showing inactive. Yeah, that sounds like a glitch, Candace. If a buyer does not answer you when you ask them to cancel the order, just go ahead and cancel the order. I usually give them like 1 day. That way I don't get hit with a shipping ding like the following day when it's supposed to go out. Then I will cancel the order, choose buyer ask, and go ahead and cancel it. And if they're not willing to respond, then that is how it is. Hey, Eric, how are you? I hate canceling stuff. It's very, very rare that I cancel orders. Okay, so what kind of corporation should one start off with? Like LLC or something similar? It's all depending on your business. I run a sole owner LLC because it's taxed similar to a sole proprietor. I don't really need a corporation, an S or C Corp. They're taxed totally different, and I don't really require that. So it's up to you. I would speak to your CPA, and I would do a little research on Google. Renee, I don't believe that your store name, everybody agree with me that a store name on eBay doesn't really affect sales. I think that's true. Hey, Keisha, how are you doing? Yeah, call eBay immediately. No worries. What up, guys? How do I handle return on Posh? A return on Posh is rare because Posh doesn't really allow returns. But if you legitimately screwed up and sent an item, maybe a pair of shoes that fell apart or a shirt that's ripped, the buyer is going to, if they go through the process and they open the return, then they're going to be able to ship it back. And you'll have to issue the refund, of course. Wait till it comes back, as always. And you will pay for the label to get it back. I have never had a return on Posh, actually. So I've never dealt with it, actually. Okay, because with some buyers, it's like talking to Rakia. Is the offer to watchers on eBay still not completely rolled out? Lindy Edwards. Yes, that's true. It is not completely rolled out, but there is a back entrance into the offers for watchers, and I can direct you. If you email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, I'll send you a set of instructions or a link to a video that will show you how to do it. Absolutely. Is it something new due to the good till cancel that items and actives after sold? No. Items should not be in your actives after you sell them unless you have them set like the inventory, the old good till canceled inventory. Everything that I'm selling is not in my actives unless it's showing active with 0 quantity because it's showing like it's in your inventory. But mine does not. Mine does not. Yeah, talking to some buyers can be like talking to a rock for sure. Okay, I was trying to think of some questions that I had in the Facebook group this week. I try to remember them. I got to get better about writing them down when I see them, where people ask about different things that I'm like, man, that was a good question, and I should do it on Thursday night's show. I always forget, though. How did we do on some of the sales? Oh, Posh pays for the return label. That was what I didn't know. Posh handles the return. They do handle it, and they do the refund and pay for the label. So Posh will handle everything. But of course, it's going to come out of your money. It is going to come out of your money. Right. The back way only works if you have best offer options. Okay. I got an offer on a bag I'm watching a few days ago. I would say that everything should be rolled out this month by April. They said by the end of the month. We'll have to see. Somebody asked about eBay Open. They're still considering going. The tickets don't go up in price. I think it's, what, April 11th, maybe April 15th. Somebody quote me on the day that eBay Open tickets go up in price. I believe it's April 11th or 12th or 15th. It's sometime in the second week of April. They go from 300. They're currently 350, and they go up to, would they go up to like $499 or something ridiculous, or $450? I don't remember what they go up to. It's a lot. I already got one. But what is the cost of eBay Open for one person and 2 people if you get the cheap tickets? So for one person, The ticket at $350 if you get it discounted. The hotel, you want definitely to stay Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. At least 4 nights. Those 4 nights you have to stay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The conference is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you need to be there Monday night so you can wake up Tuesday and go. You need to stay Tuesday, Wednesday, and you need to stay Thursday night for the party and leave Friday at the earliest. I recommend coming in early on Monday, and if you can't, at least staying until Saturday. So 5 nights is what I really recommend. The hotel is $89 plus $35 resort fee plus tax. It's $148 a night. Call it $150. So 5 nights is $750 plus your $350 ticket is $11. If you have to fly from Florida, Tampa, which is a pretty big hub, but we're as far away as possible, our plane tickets range between $325 and $350 on Southwest. So call it $350. That puts it up to $1,450 for one person, not counting spending money, which I would budget depending on your habits, your gambling and your drinking. If you don't gamble and you don't drink, you could probably get away with $100 a day. If you gamble and drink, you're going to need $150 to $200 minimum. Minimum. We spent $1,700 on 2 people in 5 days last year. We went to 1 show. We don't gamble. We do drink, and we ate some nice dinners. So for one person, $1,400 just to get there and stay, $1,450, and then another $550 to $600. You're talking about $2,000 for one. Probably closer to $3,000 for 2 people, depending on how many go to the conference. So that's what you're looking at. Lynn and Jacob, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. What's the lowest price you would suggest one listed item on Poshmark for? I've seen $5 items, but how do they make money on it after fees? I would not recommend selling anything on Posh under $10 because the fee is $295 right off the top. So if you sell a $10 item, you're only going to be left with $705, whatever it is. Anything under that amount, under 15 is $295 fee. So if you're selling something for $7, you're only going to be left with $4. $10 is really the minimum I would try to list it on Posh for. Yeah, Colleen just pointed out if you're an M Life reward holder, which I am, we actually saved about $10 a night on the hotel. It was like a $50 discount for Mandalay Bay with my M-Wards. So sign up for M-Wards and you can save money. That's a good point, Colleen. Good call. Good night, Renee. Thank you for being here. Open last year was $275. The early bird is $350 this year, and it's April 11th for the cutoff. So thank you. Airfare roulette. There's a really good. Yeah, I don't gamble, guys. I don't risk money like that. I gambled like $100 all last year. There's a website called Skiplagged, a website and app, Skiplagged, and you can kind of drag the plane ticket. But ours right now was sitting at like $329 or $339 for round trip. So it's usually right there. Have a drink. Thank you, guys. Everyone get a car and drive together, yeah. Plane tickets at $550 each. Woo! Man, I better check some plane tickets. Yeah, Forever Genuine, she got her her Rio, she's staying at the Rio, which is a cool hotel. I want to stay at the Mandalay where the conference actually is, but she got a free room, so I can't really hate on her too much for that. No speaking. I am not a part of eBay's influencer program, nor do I want to be. There are many reasons why, but no. Did it, been there, all good. Colleen's flying out of PA for $500. I haven't checked. I have my hotel and my eBay open ticket. I did not get a plane. It's the only thing I need to get. Man, I don't even know what the ticket prices were for those days. I kind of looked a little bit. In fact, I need to go ahead and just get it done in the next couple weeks. What was that date? Sunday was like July 21st because there was like no plane tickets flying out on the 22nd for Monday. So I was going to go Sunday is what I booked the hotel room for. So I'm just looking on Skiplag right now, and they are actually really cheap. So there's a Delta flight Sunday for me for $344. There's a couple of United flights for $297. There's a Frontier flight and a Spirit flight for $260, $270. There's a Southwest flight for $316. There's quite a few flights. another Spirit flight. There's Southwest. Everything between like 275 and 350. So we're pretty good on flights. So I'm pretty happy about that. Rake and Profit in the house. What up? I want to be a Rockstar influencer. I want to be a Rake and influencer. What is up? Oh God, fantastic Tennessee finds. Steve will be in Vegas. Yep. Hey Wade, did you ever get my message? Wade and Steve, everyone's gonna be there. You guys, who all? That's a question I got. Who all is gonna be at? Who all is gonna be at eBay Open? Myself, Megan Reed, Sydney, Steve Rakin, Wade, Lindy Glenn should be there from everything that I heard. I don't know. Colleen will be there. Bill and Dave will be there. Star and Keith will be there over on Flippin' Hippos. I'm missing like Adam will be there. Forever Genuine will be there. You guys, a lot of you guys interact with them. Tons of people going to be there. Wait, is Skip Lagged a cheap place for tickets? Yes, Skip Lagged. Skip Lag is a great comparison flight tool. I use it a lot. Skip Lag is awesome. It compares all the different ones. So. Do I have step-by-step videos on how to list an item properly on eBay? Tiffany, great question. Yes, I have a lot of videos on YouTube that are completely free. You can check them out, eBay for beginners and things like that. Also, down below, if you need a lot of help, if you really just want to save time and put it all together, that training program below in the description box is a step-by-step eBay course. And you also get a step-by-step Poshmark and step-by-step Amazon, all three combined below, and membership to the private group. Everything's included. So that's the link below. Bearded Picker said $100, Skip Lag less. Thanks, Casey. Owe you a drink in Vegas. Woo! Skiplag.com for the win. This is why you guys watch me, because I know all the secrets. Listen, guys, I've been there. I spent so much money that I shouldn't have spent that I've learned my lesson. I learned it from people too. So, do I know anything on PoshFest this year? Samantha Savastano, is that Savastano? I don't know anything about PoshFest this year. I truly hope it's not in Dallas. No offense to Dallas. Here's my thing with Dallas. I loved being able to meet Trey. Probably my favorite part, Caddo Creek Traders Trey. Speaking of, I got a package last night. Look what I got in the mail from Mr. Trey Whitlock down in Dallas. Look what he sent me. I just got it last night. I forgot to pull it out of the plastic. Look, guys, look. Look, Trey is the best. I owe Trey so much. I wish he could go to Dallas. You know what? I was kind of thinking about hooking Trey up with something if he can make himself to eBay Open. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate that. I got that, and I saw this in the mailbox last night, and I forgot to open it today. So, well, I opened it. I just forgot to pull it out of the plastic. So, thanks to Trey. Everybody, give Trey a big hand. Dallas was great. A great city. And Trey was amazing, and everyone that I got to meet was amazing. Sarah and everybody there. My problem is Dallas is not set up for a conference, and it wasn't a good place to hold a Poshmark conference. And that's my issue. So I would love to go back to Dallas to see those people, but I hope that they have it somewhere else. Yeah. Yes, Ryan and Allie should be there. I don't have confirmation. Of course, Katie and Vicky will be there because Katie and Vicky live there. So obviously they will be there in town. Why do you think acceptable growth curve we're growing our sales about 10%? 10% per month, Mark, is a pretty good growth. If you can grow your business, you know, if you go from 1,000 in sales to 1,100 to 1,210, 10% is decent. But really, I mean, if you can grow 25 to 50% per month, that would be better. But, you know, I understand if it's not truly realistic. The Shine Award application process should be coming up soon. Trey's in the house. There he is. I knew he was in the chat. This shirt is awesome. I love the color. This color is, look, does it bring out my eyes? Anyways, this shirt's awesome. I'll have to put this on. Actually, I'm going to step off the camera for a second. I'll put it on for you guys. Hold on. Hopefully Trey washed it. I'll put this shirt on for you guys for a minute. Hang on. We'll see how it fits. There we go. Hey, that fits good too. Look at that, Trey. Look at that little collar. The whole shebang. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Trey. Bam. Put that right on there. So I'm going to try to get Trey to go to Vegas. He deserves Vegas, and I'm going to see what I can do for Trey. Vegas. Vegas. I'll talk to him tonight. I'll wear this to open. You're absolutely right. I'll wear this to open. I'll wear this everywhere. I love these shirts. I love polos. You guys know I wear these kind of like, you know, 2-button, 3-button shirts all the time. So, okay. Fashion show. Yeah. Play the bow chicks. Wow. Okay. Any other questions, please put them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them, of course. I think my Yorkie's not feeling so good tonight. Come here, buddy. He's kind of moping around. It's like his Thursday night thing. It's weird. Blue looks good. Great color on me. The eBay Shine Award, Adam just linked, but there's no update on the date. So as soon as I hear about it, I'll bring Katie and Vicky on and we'll do an update on the Shine Award thing. I'll kind of tip it down for you guys a little more. Looks good, right? Looks good. Fits good. Fits really good if I unroll the sleeves there. There we go. I like it. Candace, question above. What was the question? When is the Shine Award application? Yeah, there's no update on the date yet. It should be next month, I would assume. April, May. Yeah, Caddo Creek Traders. You guys can find him on Instagram under the same name, Caddo Creek Traders. Also, he's got a YouTube video or 2 up. So it's right there. He's in the chat. You guys can click on his name there. Is there a sponsorship for new sellers to help them get them to open? I don't know of any, but if there is one, somebody let me know and I'd be willing to promote it to help get some people that otherwise couldn't go to open. Maybe we can do something like that. So we'll see. How often or when do you send offers on likers on Posh? What offer do you usually make? Every day I do offers, especially if you have new likes. If you don't have any new likes, maybe it's not necessary, but I typically leave enough room. There's no set percentage that I take off of Posh, but typically it's like 20%. So like if I list an item for $25 and somebody's, you know, wanting it and they're liking it, I might go in and make them an offer of like 21 or 22 or maybe 20. Not going to drop it all that much because I want to leave room. I need to make money. I need to keep an eye on where I am on cost. But, you know, 10-20% is probably fair. Yeah, Candace, the winner of the Shine Awards for eBay does get into eBay Open for free, but you don't know. And so you're waiting around to buy a ticket and then you don't get in. Although, if you got nominated and then bought a ticket later because you didn't win, eBay should cut you a break and give you the discounted price. They should understand. Any tips on starting a YouTube channel? Yes. Tip number 1 is have thick skin. Tip number 2 is be consistent, treat it like a job. Tip number 3 is, of course, use Facebook and Instagram and social media. Tip number 4, join my YouTube social media group. I have a group. It's just called YouTube Social Media. If you want to join that, email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. I'll send you the link to join that Facebook group. We're just getting it started. I just started it like 2 weeks ago. It is completely separate from resellers. I just want people who want to start a YouTube channel, regardless of what it's about, whether it's reselling or jewelry or crafts or vlogging or pranks or video gaming. I can kind of help you and show you what I've done to build a YouTube channel. So that is way over there separate, and you can email me for that. Yeah, Colleen says just buy the cheaper one. Yeah, I think if you buy the cheaper ticket, Colleen, correct me if I'm wrong, and you end up getting nominated for the Shine Award or winning, eBay will credit you your money. I believe they'll credit you. I could be wrong, but I think so. And Katie Silverberg would know better than me. Canman, what's up? Smash the like button. Yeah, Sharon, appreciate it. If you guys could hit the like button before you roll out, those likes really help me know that these question and answers really help you. Let me see if oh, my phone is at 1%. I was going to call Katie and ask her if you get credited. She might know. I'm not sure. If she's in the chat or she's listening, please, Katie, message. Or somebody send, can somebody send Katie Zilverberg a private message and somebody that knows her and tell her to come in the chat on my channel and answer that question, please? That'd be awesome. Hottest summer apparel brands for 2019. Okay, so that's a great question. I'm going to do a video on it. We were at the Playlist Live YouTube conference in Orlando about a month ago. It was on March 1st. So less than a month ago, just 3 weeks ago. And here's the thing about the Playlist Live YouTube conference. So anybody who's not a big YouTube like aficionado who just maybe watches resellers doesn't know this, but YouTube is full of kids. A majority of the viewership of YouTube is 13 to to like 18-year-olds. And so they're teenagers, they're high schoolers, they're trying to look cool for their friends. And so the other thing that happens in the YouTube world, the community that they watch, these big time, million subscribers, 5 million subscriber, little Justin, the next Justin Biebers, the next vloggers, the next prankers, they have a very big following of kids that they influence. And a lot of the influence that they have is in clothing and fashion. Some of them are models, some of them are makeup girls. And so the clothing is a very, very big part of their YouTube channels and their social media accounts. And one thing that I learned being at that conference, and remember, a lot of these bigger people with millions of subs, they make a lot of money. They make, there were 15-year-olds at this conference making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month. They can afford anything. They're decked out in Louis Vuitton and Gucci head to toe. But what they also do is they wear a lot of trendy, affordable fashion that their viewers can afford. Their kid viewers that don't have $300,000 or $400,000 can afford. And so some of those brands are, midline, brand new $50, $60 items, used market $20, $30, some retro, some vintage. And so one of the cool things that I see by going to this conference, there was 11,000 kids there, is I see all the clothes that they're wearing. And in my videos and my pictures, you might have noticed some of it, but there are a ton of brands, and long story short, that they wear that you would not otherwise think are popular right now, that are super popular and selling. What are some examples? Champion fanny packs and shirts with big graphics, hugely popular right now, really trendy. NASA, things with NASA on it, crazy, going through the roof. Look this stuff up on eBay, you'll see what I mean. Thrasher, you guys might know the Thrasher magazine. Thrasher's huge right now. Avril's Trading Post, thank you so much, $1.99 super chat, appreciate that. The next Tampa meetup we will try to do at the end of this year after summer. I'm going to do a Tampa, probably in Orlando, a Central Florida meetup. Besides thrifting, cheap online place for cheap clothes, eBay and Posh, really. I do free shipping on all the cheap stuff. My shoes and heavy items are priority. Can I do a video on how to list an item from start to finish on Amazon, fulfilled by merchant? I know you made one a couple years ago. Updated version. I will try to make some updated Amazon videos. They're also in the course as well. All those are updated. Donatello knew a 14-year-old girl that made $8,000 a month. Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, I don't make $8,000 a month on this channel. I wish. I've had a big month where I didn't make... no, it didn't make $8,000. Maybe. But... So NASA things go fast. Don't people buy clothes for the look like they like, not so much a brand name? So here's the thing about brand name versus look. So the brand name's important. When people have the money like some of these kids have, like you can go out and buy a Burberry, a button-down Burberry for $400 or a Gucci t-shirt for $250 or whatever. They have the money to blow on this stuff. Then brand name is important, of course, always. People want to support brand names. But some of these trends that break out have nothing to do with the brand names. Some of them get made famous by like a celebrity who's just trying to be different. So I don't really know, and maybe somebody that knows can tell me where this Champion trend came from. Champion is not going to stay trendy for the next 6 years. It's trendy right now, and I don't know why, but people love this old, vintage retro type look, and it's really popular right now. A lot of people are going to mention the stupid Netflix show. I'm not even going to name it, but the bootleg stuff, I hate it, but that had a big part in it as well. And if it's real, great. If it's bootleg, no, I can't stand that. But some of these kids were wearing, there was a 13 or 14-year-old kid we saw wearing like a straight out of circa like 1992 Champion fanny pack around, the fanny pack around his chest and his shoulder with the giant Champion circles and the bright graphics. He had a Champion shirt on underneath of it and some, washed out surfer boy looking jeans. And I'm like, man, if I had worn that stuff to high school, I would have been like took in the corner and beat down. But right now, that's what's cool and that's what people are wearing. And it turns out that kid is somebody, I looked him up, that makes $100,000 a month on YouTube. And I'm like, he could buy any Burberry in the world, any Louis Vuitton in the world, but look what he's wearing. He likes it. Or he likes a celebrity that did it. I don't really know. Yeah, Champion was hot in the early 90s. Sid's video where she tried on USPS clothing. Yeah. Rappers like it. Champion is cool with the boxer look waistbands. Bill, thank you for the super chat. $1.99. I really, really appreciate that. Lakeland or Tampa, please. We'll see. We might do Orlando, though, to give everyone a chance. We'll have to see. YouTube kids getting it in. Yeah, there's an eBay Miami thing coming up. Yep, eBay does meetups in Miami. If you can make it look good, you can sell it. Yeah, so there's a lot of things. The Champion is big. The Thrasher is big. Vintage stuff, you know, old school Nike, the old school Adidas with the old logos. Of course, the big Tommy Hilfiger stuff with the big patches is really good. The Thrasher stuff, the NASA is really big. Jurassic Park, anything with Jurassic Park and vintage movies are really good. Anything with monster stuff, vintage like Freddy Krueger, Jason, things like that are really big right now. Trey would really appreciate some of that stuff too. Trey's big into the monster stuff like the Addams Family, the Munsters, things like that. So it's really not always about the brand. Sometimes it's about what's trendy and cool and in stock. And so, you know, you have to just keep an eye on these trends. And honestly, as sad as it is to say, these kids that I saw and met at this YouTube conference, 13, 14, 15 years old, knew way more about what was trendy than I did, of course. Most of them also live in LA. And so these kids stroll the streets of LA and everyone's wearing this stuff and everyone's doing it. So that's kind of something that we don't have an advantage of either. When they live in LA, they see it every day. So, yeah. Teenagers are wearing college name shirts, sweatshirts. Yeah, homie, you got to know the drip. I don't even know what that means. Kardashians, champions. Yeah, I think that Kylie or Kendall, one of the younger, the Jenners, not the Kardashian one, the Jenners, Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner, they wore some champion. I don't know that they started it, but that definitely 100 million followers, 120 million followers definitely put it on the map for sure. So, you know, anyways, so bought some yesterday, Caddo Creek Traders. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's been 42 minutes, you guys. Before you leave, do hit the like button. Appreciate it. Tells YouTube that you liked it. Helps me out, and I'm going to let you guys go. We've answered a lot of questions. I appreciate it. If any questions come up after the live shows, if you're not watching this between 9 and 10 o'clock on Thursday, March 28th, 2019, it's not live. Email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. And before I put the prices up, guys, really help yourself out. They are incredible learning tools. They're incredible training classes. They're incredible videos. They're private. You own them for life. It's 117 videos plus a year in the VIP group. That's the training classes below. Make sure you take advantage of that before we increase that price. We both appreciate it, me and Sid. You guys might know my partner who created the Poshmark course and is also a part of the private group. That is what I have for you guys tonight, and I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you guys a million times over, and I appreciate all the questions. Appreciate you guys who are here every week, and I appreciate the likes and all of the super chats, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I will do some videos on some of those retro and vintage brands and some of those looks as well. I should interview some kids. I really should. Okay, guys, thank you, Trey, as always, for the fashion look for tonight's show, and hit the like button. I'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.